자리에 앉아주시기 바랍니다.
겨울아 여러분 반갑습니다. 대한민국 해군 순항훈련 전단장 깊은 감사의 말씀을 드립니다.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for attending. I am Commander of Cruise Training Task Group Rear Admiral Kim Dong-nae. We welcome you all to the Cruise Training Onboard reception and thank you so much for all the attendance today.
저희 순항훈련 전단은요 사관생도들 79기입니다. 140여 명이 지금 훈련을 위해서 진행을 하고 있는 것이고요. 그러니까 110일 동안 8개국 10개 항을 목표로 대장정을 하고 있는 중입니다. 여기서 지금 뉴질랜드는 8번째 기항지입니다.
So 140 Rock Naval Academy's 79th class are ongoing with their long journey of 110 days across 8 countries of 10 different ports. And New Zealand, Auckland is our 8th port of call.
저희 약 4개월간의 이 훈련은 생도들 4학년들이 지덕체의 강한 그동안의 교육 훈련 중에 이제 실전적 항해를 통한 마지막 담금질의 시간입니다. 이들은 내년에 3월 해군 소위로 임관을 할 예정이고 우리 군과 그리고 해군을 이끌 핵심 인재들입니다. 큰 박수 한번 부탁드리겠습니다.
A huge round of applause. New Zealand Navy has joined us tonight.
오늘 특별히 참전용사분들, 베테랑분들이 참석해 주셨는데요. 여러분 아시다시피 뉴질랜드는 우리 1950년 6.25 전쟁 시에 총 6천여 명의 병력을
As you may know, New Zealand deployed a total of 6,000 troops to Korean Peninsula throughout the Korean War. And in 1951, with the support of the New Zealand Artillery Regiments, the 27th British Commonwealth Peter H. Moore, Colin Carley, Desmond Morgan, Brooke Pullman, please rise and wave your hands.
긴밀한 협력을 유지하고 있습니다. 특히 올해 9월 서울에서 개최된 대한민국과 뉴질랜드 간의 정상회담을 통해서 기존의 21세기 동반자 관계를 포괄적 전략 동반자 관계로 격상.
And this on-board reception holds a lot of meaning, especially to our relationship between New Zealand and Republic of Korea. Since establishing diplomatic ties in 1962, Republic of Korea and New Zealand have maintained intimate cooperation in various fields such as politics, economics, and national defense. In particular, I think that the summit between Republic of Korea and New Zealand held this September in Seoul opened a new door for the development of the relationship between our nations, by furthering talks of escalating our 21st century relationship to a comprehensive strategic relationship.
더불어서 여러분 잘 아시다시피 태평양 지역의 해양 안보가 강조되고 있는 시기입니다.
대한민국 해군 순항훈련전단 우리 김동래 전단장님과 장병 여러분, 세계적인 항해의 도시 이곳 오클랜드에서 만나 뵙게 되어 매우 뜻깊게 생각합니다. 아울러 오늘처럼 이렇게 특별한 계기에 존경하는 멜리사 리 장관님과 미스터 게린 골딩 뉴질랜드 해군참모총장님, 5분의 뉴질랜드 한국전 참전 용사님, 그리고 홍승필 한인 회장님을 비롯한 존경하는 동포 여러분들과 함께 시간을 보낼 수 있게 되어 매우 반가운 마음이 듭니다. 위풍당당한 대한민국 해군의 한산도함에서 한국과 뉴질랜드의 특별한 인연과 우정을 다시금 돌아볼 수 있게 되는 그런 시간을 갖게 되어서 개인적으로도 매우 영광스럽게 생각합니다. 한국과 뉴질랜드는 제2차 세계대전 이후 오랜 기간 자유와 평화 그리고 민주주의라는 보편적 가치를 함께 공유해 오고 있습니다. 여기 계신 한국전 참전 용사분들께서 이러한 가치 공유의 상징이 되어주시고 한국과 뉴질랜드의 변함없는 우정을 상징하시는 존재가 되어주셨습니다. 또한 두 나라는 경제, 문화, 스포츠, 교육, 관광 등 여러 분야에서 협력을 증진하면서 상호 이익을 확대하고 있습니다. 비교적 이민 역사가 짧은 우리 한인 동포 사회가 뉴질랜드에서 인정받고 모범적인 커뮤니티로 성장할 수 있었던 것도 양국 간 이러한 깊은 이해와 상호 존중이 뒷받침되었기 때문이라고 생각합니다. 앞으로도 한국과 뉴질랜드는 지금도 세계 곳곳에서 벌어지고 있는 전쟁의 참상으로부터 인류애를 회복하고 마지막으로 오늘 이 자리가 한 번 맺은 소중한 인연을 결코 잊지 않는 대한민국 국민과 대한민국 해군이 뉴질랜드 국민과 뉴질랜드 해군의 변치 않는 동반자임을 확인하는 그런 시간이 되길 바랍니다. 감사합니다.
Commander of 2024 Cruise Training Task Group, Rear Admiral Kim Dong-le, I'd like to say welcome to New Zealand. Chief of the Royal New Zealand Navy, Rear Admiral Garin Golding, nice to actually see you here. It's always nice to have two Rear Admirals sitting together. I have to say the Kiwi one's actually wearing short sleeves, so he's actually showing the toughness of being a diver. I think he was. You might have to sort of match up, pair up to the Koreans, eh? Wear the same uniform maybe. I see all of the Kiwis are in short sleeve, mate. It's like it's not that warm. It's not quite summer yet. I just want to say to acknowledge the Korean Consul General, Mr. Hong-gi Kim. It's always lovely to see you, sir. And to all my dads, all of the Korean War veterans, thank you so much for being here. It's always nice to see you smiling and in good spirits. Thank you for always coming along to these Korean events. I really appreciate it. And to all the midshipmen and cadets of the crew of Hansando and Haechong, welcome to New Zealand. It's absolutely wonderful to see you here. You know, I have actually been coming to these training ship visits for quite a few years. I have been a member of parliament for the last 16 years, and before that I was actually doing television. So for a very long time, I've been in New Zealand for 36 years, and it's always a pleasure to come to these events because I feel like coming on board makes me feel like I'm connecting to my country of birth, my motherland. And it's actually clear to see the positive impact these visits have on Korea and New Zealand relations. As a Korean New Zealander, I am so very proud of the deep bond between our two countries. And as a security, you know, our security and defense cooperation goes right back to when these veterans, war veterans, actually took part in Korea when more than 6,000 New Zealanders actually participated during the Korean War. And our Defence Force also has an ongoing commitment to the UN command post in Korea. And Korea is also our 6th largest trading partner, and we share many business, education and tourism links. And on that note, our Korean community here in New Zealand, Aotearoa, plays a huge part in that connection. You know, to the midshipmen and the cadets, I just want to commend you for your hard work and sacrifice. I can't imagine being away from home for 110 days, visiting all those countries and visiting countries where you don't actually speak the language. I hope that you actually look at it as a exciting adventure that you're on, and I hope you make wonderful new friends and actually return home having actually experience the adventure that you have been given in this opportunity. So I hope you have a fantastic evening, and if I may, I would like to speak in Korean. I may not translate it directly.
게린 골딩 뉴질랜드 해군참모총장님의 축사 및 축배 제의가 있겠습니다. Next will be the speech and toast by the New Zealand Chief of Navy, Garin Golding.
Kia ora everybody, it's an absolute pleasure to be part of this ceremony. I'd like to pay my respects to the Rear Admiral. We met earlier today and spoke about the importance of our relationship, our shared military history, and not only the shared military history, but the fact that those bonds and our interactions continue to this day. It's good to see some of the crew from Aotearoa, our ship that has recently returned from conducting their deployment through the Pacific, down through North and Southeast Asia back home. They returned a couple of months ago, and they really enjoyed their time enforcing sanctions against North Korea, doing a transit, but also visiting your wonderful homeland, and enjoyed Busan. So it was a great visit as well. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your evening, and I wish you all the best. Brilliant.
있는 만찬 시간입니다. 편안한 분위기 속에서 즐거운 식사와 담소 나눠주시기 바랍니다.
Alright, you've waited long enough. Now is the time to experience the taste of Korean cuisine. Please be comfortable while enjoying your meal and the company around you.
미국이 위기에 처했을 때 뉴질랜드는 6.25 전쟁 발발 4일 만에 파병을 결정한 참전국이자 전쟁 전 기간에 걸쳐 총 6천여 명의 병력을 파병한 국가입니다.
Heartfelt round of applause to war veterans defending Korea freedom and peace.
Special guests tonight, Consul General, Chief of Navy, Garin Golding, Commander Dong Lee Kim, Minister, and Mrs. Wilson. The human brain starts working in the moment you're born and never sleeps until you stand up to speak in public. There are men of rough persuasion who are willing to take care of situations that ordinary people cannot. These people are called soldiers and sailors. South Korea has built a strong and vibrant country with a robust economy, actively promoting peace and stability around the world. Korea has transformed its former self from a country of receiving to one that provides for others. I have returned to Korea 4 times, once representing New Zealand with Helen Clark, and once representing Auckland City at Busan, our sister city. The Korean revisit programs have been running since 1957. In that time, over 2,400 Korean War veterans and families have been invited, with revisiting still ongoing. The New Zealand 16th Field Regiment fired over 75,000 shells in 3 years. Now that's a lot of shells, 750,000 shells. That couldn't be better than the Second World War. Unfortunately, 45 New Zealanders did not return home to their families and loved ones. In 1953, there was in the valley of Cap Yong a decisive battle named the Battle of Cap Yong. This was a major outcome on the Korean War. At this time, Syngman Rhee was President of South Korea, and for this battle he awarded the 16th New Zealand Field Regiment a special medal of gallantry, Syngman Rhee's citation. That's it, we run out. Now, starting this evening with our special guests, there was another one. Mrs. Wilson, you stand up? Mrs. Wilson has been awarded the Queen's Service Medal, and she's JP. She's helped the Korean veterans on numerous occasions, and I thought it special to mention her tonight. Thank you.
네, 여러분 다시 한번 큰 박수 한번 부탁드리겠습니다. 네.
Please give a big round of applause.
Can I take a photo together? 예, 이렇게 살짝 예. 같이 로렌스, 리차드 소리. 야, 같이 one. Look at here, please. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes.